There was a time when owning a car meant true freedom, going wherever you wanted, whenever you wanted. But today, it feels more like a trap. Gas prices through the roof, surprise breakdowns, inflated insurance premiums, and car payments that swallow half your paycheck. $700 a month. For what exactly? But that's about to change. According to Tesla's product development, head Lars.
We have our first big builds coming at the end of this quarter, within Q2, and then in the coming months we start to large scale installation of all the equipment in Giga Texas, with still on schedule for production next year.
That's right. The long-awaited 2025 Tesla Model 2 is no longer just a rumor. No more gas, minimal maintenance, and finally, an electric car that's truly affordable for everyday Americans, from retirees to first-time drivers. If you're tired of being stuck in the loop, now's the time to break free. Before we jump into the specs, savings, and surprises of the Model 2, tap subscribe and help autogearshift hit 4,677 subscribers. We cut through the hype and bring you Tesla updates that actually matter. Let's get started. Why is the Tesla Model 2 a lifeline for 99% of Americans? Thanks to Tesla's advanced gigacasting production system and minimal reliance on Chinese supply chains, the Model 2 is one of the least tariff-affected electric vehicles on the market. This gives Tesla a pricing advantage that most competitors simply can't match. The estimated starting price? Just $11,575 to $13,575, depending on the trim. That's more than 70% cheaper than the average new car in America, and in many cases, even cheaper than a decent used vehicle. The Model 2 is also built for real-life simplicity. No oil changes, no gas, no transmission issues, minimal maintenance, ultra-low operating costs, estimated at under 4 cents per mile. For families, seniors, and everyday workers, this affordable EV is a game changer as it represents a new kind of freedom. Comment Model 2. You think $11,575 for a brand new Tesla is finally a price real Americans can afford. How did Elon Musk slash 70% of car parts to build a Tesla for all? Most gas-powered vehicles currently use over 30,000 individual parts. Each of these parts requires its own sourcing, manufacturing, and maintenance schedule. That complexity not only increases production time and cost, but also drives up the chances of something breaking down after purchase. With the Model 2, Tesla will dramatically reduce the number of parts to fewer than 10,000, a projected 65 to 70% decrease via simplifying 3 core innovations: single-piece front and rear Giga castings, a structural battery pack, and fewer drive train components. Each Model 2 will replace over 400 welded parts with just 2 large castings, cutting labor by up to 40% and improving structural integrity. At the same time, the structural battery pack will reduce curb weight by 10 to 12%, boost range by up to 8%, and save $500 to $1,000 per unit in materials and assembly. Also, with under 150 moving parts, compared to 2,000 plus in gas cars and several hundred in typical EVs, Model 2 will cut mechanical failure risk by up to 90% versus gas cars and 40% versus current EVs. Altogether, these measures aim to reduce build time to under 10 hours per vehicle and slash costs by over 50% compared to the Model 3. Unlike legacy car makers that continue to pile on advanced systems like LiDAR, radar arrays, or complex HUD, Tesla's Model 2 will reject that trend in favor of absolute practicality. This car will be designed to do exactly what most people want from a daily driver: start, drive, brake, turn, and park. No unnecessary features that confuse users or inflate the cost. The company will double down on simplicity, giving drivers exactly what they need, and nothing they don't. Tesla will also reimagine the vehicle's user interface to make it the most intuitive system the company has ever released. The Model 2's touchscreen will feature oversized icons that are up to 60% larger than those in the current Model 3, and a new Senior Mode UI profile, which will offer a simplified layout, voice-assisted navigation, and limited on-screen distractions. Text will use high-contrast, senior-friendly fonts with clear labeling. Instead of burying features in layers of menus, Tesla's new interface will rely on a one-function, one-button philosophy. This means each feature, like climate control, navigation, or music, will be accessible with a single tap, ideal for drivers who may not be tech-savvy or who have slower reaction times. Tesla will also include accessibility features such as screen reading and hands-free commands to allow drivers to operate core functions without needing to look at the display. 4. Why owning the Tesla Model 2 feels like owning freedom. Owning the Tesla Model 2 will feel less like buying a car and more like gaining personal freedom. For millions of Americans, especially those living paycheck to paycheck or relying on fixed incomes, traditional car ownership has become a financial trap. With national gas prices projected to stay between $3.50 and $4.20 per gallon in 2025, a typical driver who currently spends $30 to $50 per week on fuel will end up paying around $150 to $200 per month just to keep their car running. By switching to a fully electric Tesla Model 2, drivers will eliminate fuel costs entirely. The financial relief will extend far beyond the gas pump. Tesla's electric drivetrain will be designed with about 90% fewer moving parts than a gasoline-powered engine. That means no oil changes, no spark plugs, no timing belts, and no transmission issues. At present, American drivers spend approximately $1,200 annually on repairs and maintenance. With the Model 2, that number is expected to fall dramatically, possibly to as little as $100 to $300 per year. That will amount to monthly savings of around $75 to $100 in maintenance alone. Combined fuel and repair savings will likely total between $150 and $300 each month. Over a span of 4 to 5 years, this could result in total savings of $7,200 to $18,000. That amount is enough to fully offset the estimated cost of the Tesla Model 2, which will be priced between $11,575 and $13,575, depending on the trim level. In effect, the car will pay for itself through the money saved on ownership expenses. 6. Could the Model 2 be Tesla's secret weapon against the coming wave of cheap Chinese EVs? Tesla will soon deploy the Model 2 as its most strategic response to what experts are calling the coming invasion of ultra-cheap Chinese electric vehicles. Leading the charge is BYD, the world's largest EV maker by volume, which has launched the Seagull EV at a base price of only $9,200 in key international markets. In China alone, BYD sold over 3 million EVs in 2024, and its Seagull model has quickly become a favorite for budget-conscious buyers across Asia and Latin America. With its sights now set on the US, BYD is expected to announce plans to expand into North America within the next 12 to 18 months. Elon Musk is preparing to fight back with the Model 2, Tesla's first truly mass-market electric vehicle with a projected starting price between $11,575 and $13,575. Unlike BYD's Seagull, the Model 2 will be manufactured in Tesla's Gigafactory in Austin, Texas, and eventually in the upcoming Gigafactory, Mexico. These factories will use advanced unibody Giga casting technology to slash assembly costs by up to 50% while enhancing structural safety. US production will allow the Model 2 to be listed at a price point that BYD would struggle to match once import tariffs and logistics are factored in. So there you have it. The 2025 Tesla Model 2 isn't just another EV, it's a movement. With game-changing pricing, minimal upkeep, and bold plans for mass rollout, Tesla is making car ownership simpler, cleaner, and more accessible than ever before. But what do you think? Will the Model 2 finally break the affordability barrier and win over mainstream drivers? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We read everyone. If you found this breakdown useful, give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel, AutoGearShift. Be part of a growing community that dives deeper than just headlines. More smart EV content is on the way, so stay tuned and stay curious.